Today's episode is sponsored by the world-famous Jolenes Sydney. Y'all know I love Jolenes, and I love them for many reasons, but the greatest being their live country music every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. They have been supporting incredible country music artists since 2022, including Abby Ferris, Amy Stilio, Zach Armstrong, Will Linder, Charlie Finn, and many, many more. They say that Jolenes is Nashville in the heart of Sydney for a reason. It is the best place to see upcoming country music acts in the city. Plus, they're having their birthday celebration on April 18th, so be there or be square. You will certainly see me there. Check out the description for links to their website and social media. Be sure to follow their Instagram to see what amazing acts and events they have on for the month, and I promise you will see me there. Thank you, Jolenes Sydney, for sponsoring this episode of the Cowboy Cut. Now, back to Wyatt.
Hey everybody, my name is Liv, and welcome to the Cowboy Cut. Today I am joined by Wyatt Flores, the Oklahoma-born. Of course, yeah, welcome to the show. You are an Oklahoma-born cattle ranching musician.
Absolutely.
How cool is that?
Pretty damn cool.
It's like two very different things.
So I guess I've never compared the two, but now thinking about it, yeah, they're very different.
Very different things. Yeah, but you're extremely decorated in both. I mean, specifically music. You have over 3 million monthly listeners on Spotify alone.
Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy. And your songwriting goes all across the board, writing about love, death, joy, and pain as well.
Absolutely.
You are currently on your second visit to Australia ever.
Yes.
The Bucking Bin Chicken Tour, touring with Cassius Culpepper.
Pretty damn cool.
Hey, welcome to town.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You love Australia, don't you?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my favorite place to play.
Yeah, by far.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it crazy that Sydney is your biggest streaming audience, like, city in the world?
Couldn't believe it.
Like, I couldn't either.
I mean, literally, I never thought my music would make it this far. And to see it being played over here and people loving it and latching onto it, that's just insane.
It really is. And last night at your Sydney show, the one thing that I kept noticing was how loud the crowd was. Every word.
Insane.
They knew every word.
It was one of the loudest shows we've ever had, but I definitely sat there afterwards, and the entire band was freaking out, jumping up and down backstage after we played. And but also we were sitting there going, this had to have been one of the top 5 shows we've ever had. It's
incredible.
It was kind of unreal. Honestly, I didn't know how to fully process it in the moment, and I'm still having trouble processing it because there was just too many crazy things that happened in one night that never usually does happen.
No.
So it definitely threw me off. But yeah, they were just screaming so loud, and that's what we love. We love it when the people are into it, and last night they definitely were.
Yeah, and when you had your moment where you went out into the crowd, no one was expecting it. We blinked and you were like on the roof.
Oh, that's been like one of the funnest things that we've done. I will say this is the first time that someone has jumped on top of my back, though.
Your videographer was telling me about that yesterday. You had to grab her off.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was. I just kind of kept walking, and I was like, hopefully this will end soon. But yeah.
Hopefully this will be over as soon as possible.
I was like, if I freak out, they'll probably freak out. So if I stay calm, maybe it'll be all right.
Hey, I didn't even notice it.
Oh, yeah. It was after they turned the lights off and Kinsey started playing her fiddle solo. And I was like, I'm just going to keep walking.
Just keep going. Okay, because I thought it was like in the middle of like the moment when you were like.
Oh, that would have been insane.
Yeah. That would have been a little bit too much.
that part of the show is just so much fun now because I've always wanted to do it, and then I started doing it last year, but I've never done it like this. So this has been a new thing that we just started here in Australia, and it's funnier than hell too, because the people up in the balcony, they have no idea I'm there. Our videographer is right behind me with this flashlight, and then they lose their absolute mind.
Yeah.
And it's funnier than hell for me because they're just sitting there watching the band play their parts, and then all of a sudden they look over and they look like they're having a panic attack.
Yeah, they're like, what do I do?
Oh yeah,
freeze.
They do freeze up. They're like, wait, you were there, and now you're here.
You literally fell through a wormhole. I feel like
that's what it felt like. But instead, a good thing no one can see it. I'm running for my life. And last night's venue had a shit ton of stairs.
Wait, how many stairs?
Well, you have to come off the stage, so you have to go down and then down another deal, and then you have to go up 2 more deals, and then you got to come around and then back down another.
Damn. You got steps in.
Oh, I definitely have. Yeah. By the time I'm breathing as soon as I get up there, and then I'm like, and into the song.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, phenomenal. So you've done it. Did you do it in Perth as well when you were there?
Yeah, we did do it in Perth, and then we done it in Melbourne, and then Thurl as well. But Sydney was too much fun because even when I came off the balcony, there were still people in the back underneath the balcony that didn't even know I was there either.
Yeah,
I walked by fans, and it was the funniest thing ever. They just thought I was another person in the crowd. They were going towards the bar, and I felt bad. I bumped into him, and then that's when they finally figured out what was going on.
Imagine you're just going to get a beer and then Wyatt Flores.
Definitely. There was a dude in line, too, that was like, what the fuck?
You were
yeah,
literally.
I swear you were just over there.
He's the fastest man alive.
Yeah, gosh.
Do you plan your route when, like, are you like, I'm going to go here and then I'm going to go there?
Not exactly. I just need to plan how I'm going to get to the balcony.
Right.
That's about the only thing. I usually walk the venue during sound check to kind of know the route, or else it gets kind of sloppy. But for the most part, when I get there, it's just
go for it.
You just walk around, and then I don't know. I don't like planning things. I think sometimes when you plan, I guess you over control it. I guess, and there's too many. It feels fake at that point for me. Feels like I've had this in my mind the entire time, and instead I just have the vision of what it could be. Yeah. And then speak it into existence, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, when you don't plan, like, it's all more natural and, like, spontaneous and fun for you, certainly.
And then it throws them off, too. And then it's like, hey, it worked.
It worked, because they might see it, like, on the videos at the last show and be like, he's going to go here and da-da-da.
I mean, there's so many things planned in a show that we build together as a team, but, like, that part, the only thing they know is that I'm going to go out into the crowd.
Right.
They have no one else. I don't even know what I'm fixing to do.
No.
But it's fun.
100%. My parents were in the audience last night, and my mom sends me a text, and she's like, he walked past me, yay! She loved it. She thought it was a blast. Yeah. No, they love the show. And they're not entirely familiar with your music, but when they came, they were just absolutely floored by the music and by the, like, show you guys have built. Like, and is it true that you don't do the same set list every night, roughly?
We still change it every single day. There's no, like, set deal, because it could change. Especially when we do 2 nights, we always try and throw it off, and then we add different songs. And we have chunks during the set that we try and keep, just because it really helps the show keep going. Yeah. And the transitions and everything like that. But for the most part, we don't like doing the same thing every single time. Yeah. Because that becomes also very controlled, and then it just becomes really boring for us. And so it's really fun for us to just keep on adding new things, trying new things, and never stopping. Yeah. I guess, if that makes sense. We don't like just going, this is what it's going to be for the rest of the year. Yeah. People come to our shows multiple times a year, so why would I give them the same thing every single time? And I mean, we knew that coming to this tour. Mm-hmm. We were like, I know they have only seen us at a festival, but we're going to work up something that we haven't done before. So we had 3 days to do it in Nashville, and last night was the first night where we all felt very confident in what was going on, and, like, the show finally made a statement that we all kind of envisioned it to do, and that was a great feeling for all of us. But, you know, we didn't want to give the same thing that we have been. It's not fun for us, and we feel like it's not fun for the fans.
100%. When you are, like, planning these set lists ahead of time, do you, like, how do you pick which songs to put in?
For the most part, the biggest thing is all off of flow. That's the biggest thing that I've struggled with is keeping the show going. So that's why a lot of times when I go into talking points, I can take forever, because I'll just rant for Lord knows how long. But it's off of how easy it is for the band to transition. Yeah. And definitely just keeping the flow going. But then also, what do fans want to hear? We'll throw in requests that we see, you know, from the messages that people send, and we'll be like, all right, we're going to do that one. Yeah. And that's always been fun. Or we go, what's a cover that we haven't done that we really want to do tonight? And and just keep it interesting. Keep us on our toes.
Certainly. Do you have a favorite song to play?
It kind of changes night to night. Okay. O Susanna's been still one of the favorites, but I gotta say, How to Save a Life here hits so differently. Like, that song works so well anywhere that we play it, but here, they go crazy. They go insane.
I love it.
And the funniest part is that most people thought that I wrote that song, and I was like, no, I did not. That is the fray. That is not me. I wish.
I wish.
And but yeah, it really has taken its own life, and at first it was just a cover, and then it really did find a home inside the set. And we were like, okay, this is this isn't my song, but at the same time, it feels like it is.
No, it certainly fits beautifully among the other songs. Like when people assume that you potentially wrote it, it makes sense. You know?
It is like a 20-year-old song, I think.
Yeah, you like hope they would like know it, but
yeah, I was hoping that someone out there would also be in love with the 2000s, but yeah, no, it's an insane feeling when I step back off the mic. I think that's the most fun that I do have is when the crowd is in it, because it's such an intimate feeling. Even with the other songs that I write, like "Please Don't Go," "Oh Susanna," and all those other ones, "West of Tulsa." Every single time we get the crowd to sing along, it's a beautiful feeling.
yeah, I can imagine.
Because it just feels like we're all in the room together for one night only, and I don't know. I get too sentimental with this shit, but
No, it's as sentimental as possible.
It's just a beautiful thing because each night it's a different group of people, and it's the only time that we'll all be there, and that one time being fully present. And I think it's just a beautiful thing to see people smile on their face and then also screaming. Like,
And crying.
Yeah, and people do cry during the show, and that I have to quit looking at them because I'm like, oh,
Aw. You start welling up a little bit too.
Oh yeah, I'm like, please don't cry right now. That's gonna get me cry. Yeah, and then it's just a fucking mess.
It's just a mess. It's a total snowball. It's a total snowball. That's my favorite thing about concerts. It's like for one evening, we are all here for the same reason, and we all love the same thing, and we're all here to like be there together.
Oh, absolutely. Because one of my talking points that I used to do was just, and it's exactly that. They're not worried about tomorrow.
Yeah.
They're not worried about the bullshit going on in their life. They're right there in the moment. And that's so hard to do these days, especially with, the day of the age that we live in now, where you can go on your phone and doom scroll for hours and hours on end and
You
get
feel real bad.
sucked into social media. And it's like we can't get our heads out of our phones, and for that little 2-hour period, it feels like everyone's just free and that they're being themselves. And that's something that I don't take for granted ever, is getting to see people just enjoy it and enjoy their time with the people that they came with. Because I feel like we get so sucked into all this other bullshit that goes on in the world, and people forget to be present.
Exactly. And I feel like music is such an escape, like concerts, of course, but music and art, it's so important to be paying attention to the music and art right now.
Absolutely.
Because it fills you with so much joy.
And it's my escape, so I'm happy that I can give a little piece of that to someone else.
100%. And hearing people sing those songs back to you, I'm sure, like your own words that you wrote in a quiet moment, like suddenly be so loud.
Oh, it's insane.
What is that like?
Well, I mean, it's pretty funny because one of the first goals I had was I want 5 people that I don't know, not my friends, family, any of that. And I was like, I want 5 people to sing one of my songs back to me. That was my goal at the very beginning.
Hey, newsflash.
Yeah. I think it happened. And
tenfold.
Yeah, it's so weird because when I wrote these songs, and every single time I do write, I'm not thinking about what the fans, I'm doing it for me.
Yeah.
And then to sit back and then watch them sing one of my own songs back to me and scream it at the top of their lungs.
Yeah.
It's a damn good feeling, because in some of these songs that I sing, it makes me realize that I'm not alone in my own thoughts.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing every single time we get to take a step back off the mic and let the crowd take it.
Yeah, and let the crowd take it.
And plus, they're louder than hell.
Yeah.
Oh my
goodness.
gosh. I had to put my in-ears back in because they're screaming.
Right, and I'm sure that it's leaking through the in-ears as well.
Well, thankfully, I got really good in-ear molds. I smack those things in, and it makes it a lot easier.
Oh, I can imagine.
There's times where I take them out so I can hear the crowd and really feel the room. And yeah, I have to be cautious of that in certain venues.
Yeah, you got to be, you have to protect your hearing. It's so important.
I didn't realize I was already losing hearing until I went to the doctor, and they're like, hey, brother, you might want to chill out on taking your in-ears out. And I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, good, noted.
Yep, got it.
Because that's a nightmare, like the idea of like losing your hearing as someone, as people
that one's a
listen.
nightmare, but like the other biggest fear that I have that most people don't realize is like, and I think about it not as often, but I used to. You know how crazy it is to think that people travel to come see or listen to my vocal cords vibrate?
If you break it down.
If you really break it down, and then on top of that, that's feeding the band, the crew, the managers, everything else, the putting diesel on the bus, the airplane, 2 vocal cords.
Is that all
That's
there?
weird as hell.
Is that all there is in there?
Yeah.
There's only 2?
I think, right? And it's just 2 little deals that go.
I thought I had a couple to spare.
Well, I wish I had spare. Shit. No, they stuck a camera down my nose one time, and then they showed me on the screen.
Are you serious?
It was weird as hell.
Why did they do that? For fun?
No, not for fun. No. It was not fun for me.
I can imagine.
It's just a doctor out there in Nashville, and they just check how your vocal cords are doing, and gosh dang. Anyway, it's a really weird thing. So after I seen that, I started having really weird thoughts about how everything rides off of that.
Right. Yeah. It's very precious all of a sudden.
Yes, all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow. Okay, so if this thing goes out, then the rest of this goes away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta be drinking your tea, like vocal rest.
All that stuff. Goodness. There's so much care that goes into it that I did not realize. Because when I started as a kid, I was like, well, I'll just scream my head off forever. And then it's like, oh, wait, I can't do that.
Wait. That's gonna hurt later. Hey?
Oh, yeah. And it definitely has caught up.
And it definitely did. When you were dreaming about these 5 people singing your songs back to you, when's it, like that moment when it came a reality, which song did you notice?
Oh, it was definitely Please Don't Go. That was the song that took off, but I can't even say that was the first, though, because it was a hometown show in Stillwater, Oklahoma at the Tumbleweed. I was opening up for my good buddy J.R. Carroll, who's the keys player for Zach Bryan.
Right, yes.
And I just released a song that day called Traveling Kid, the first song I ever released, and people sang it back to me that night. And they only had maybe, 8 hours to learn it.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So they listened to it that much before they even came to the show.
Yeah.
And that was the first experience of someone singing my songs back to me.
How about that?
That freaked me out. I was like, oh, so that's what that's like. That's the feeling. And it doesn't get old. It becomes a drug at some point, and then after that, I'm addicted to it. That's why I step off the mic all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, and just listen.
Get to live that dream out every night.
Exactly. And Please Don't Go specifically here in Australia, it's I think it's certified ARIA Gold. Like something crazy like that. Yeah.
Well, shit, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Hey, I'll be the first to tell you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
My God, what the heck, Brad?
It's so incredible. Yeah, and Australia as like an audience versus U.S. audiences. What's the difference for you?
A lot.
Yeah?
The States has really good fans. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great crowds that we've had. But consistency is key. And over here, every single night that we play, it's an honor is what it feels like.
Yeah.
And the other thing is I said it in Melbourne, the fans here respect us, we respect them.
Yeah.
And it's like a mutual agreement that no one ever had to say anything about. And so every single time we come over here, it just feels like there's a weight to make sure that we give them the best possible versions of ourselves every single time. And it's not to say that we don't do the same for other places, but this is our favorite place to tour because of how great the fans are. So it just feels right for us to always put, them first, I guess, and try and give them the best show that they could ever possibly experience because they are the best fans that we ever get to play for.
Oh, that's so incredible to hear. Well, when
and
people...
Seriously, I'm not just saying that because we're here in Australia. I'm dead serious.
Let the record show.
Let the record state. Y'all are the best fans we have. Serious.
They're going to love to hear that. And it's so special because people, to come out to Australia and tour, like people, because it's so expensive, because it's so far, because it's so much to do, people don't do it as often. And so when people get over here, it's a really big deal for us. They're like, okay, like it's time.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, that's what we dropped the tour dates, I think 2 months after CMC.
Yeah.
I think, and to watch that just explode. I knew that we had a good chance of having a good tour, but I didn't expect it to blow out the way it did.
Yeah.
So that's been incredible to see. And adding nights to, Melbourne and Brisbane, and even Thurl. Everyone was like, why are you here? And I was like, I thought this was a great place.
Yeah.
I was like, thought this was a beautiful venue, and we're also 7 minutes away from the beach. This is a cool-ass place.
Absolute win.
Why would we not come here?
Certainly. No, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, it's and people like who like it's difficult to get to Melbourne. It's difficult to get to Sydney for some people. So having shows like The Rule is like it's just a nice sweet spot.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for those who can't. So yeah, it's really important to to get out there and do stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely am trying to speak something into existence of doing another tour out here where we hit a lot of small bars and everything like that and go around the entire country. And I'm wanting to call it the dual citizenship tour. Now,
I love it. Hey.
I just came up with this idea like a couple days ago.
Really? Okay.
So none of this is happening, but I'm hoping that I usually manifest things into existence. So
Yep.
here I am speaking this
Yep.
entire thing into existence.
And when it is real, you can come back to this video
Absolutely.
and say you told us so.
I will tell y'all, and we'll be back here for the dual citizenship tour.
Will you now? Okay. Hey, say less.
Hell yeah.
I'll be here. When people are at your shows, what is like a message or like a feeling that you want them to take away?
Ah, man. See, I've struggled with this question a lot just because, you know, everyone knows me for being one that talks about mental health. But I think if you look at the entire catalog and all the songs that I've written and everything that I've said, it's the biggest message that I'm trying to send is that there's hope.
Yeah.
I shine a lot of light on darkness.
Yeah.
And even with Welcome to the Plains, I'm talking about my home state.
Yeah.
And just, you know, the struggles that Oklahoma has to go through and what it feels like to try and escape it and beat the system in a lot of ways. And Holes is talking about the American dream and my grandfather and my father and just the obstacles that they've had to overcome and hoping that I don't fall in the same little trap, I guess. And, And through that of talking through darkness and everything like that and mental health, it's all about hope. That's my biggest message, is that I'm hoping that people will look at me and go, well, if he did it, then why can't I?
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest thing. It's not like I'm a Riley Green sitting here in front of you. You know, I'm sitting here as a dumbass kid from Oklahoma that somehow made it all the way here to Sydney, Australia.
Well, not for no reason.
Well, not for no reason. Now, did it take a lot of hard work and dedication to get this far? Yes, but you can do it.
You can do it.
I mean, same way that y'all started a podcast.
There you go.
Did you expect this?
Hey, no, not even a little bit.
But it's possible, isn't it?
It is. It is possible. See, it's all about hard work, team.
Absolutely.
I remember. Speaking of mental health, I remember you recently had an Instagram post on your story, I think, talking about like learning to love yourself being one of the most important parts of like progressing mental health journey. What did that kind of look like for you?
Oh, man. So when I had a fallout in, what was that, top of 2024, I had to quit playing shows, is because music was the only thing that I loved and cared for. And I gave everything into that. And then I had to find out that I wasn't giving anything to myself. And so from that, I had to give up music just for a little bit.
Yeah.
To try and figure out who I was as a person and stand on my own and really come to terms with that. Yes, I'm Wyatt Flores, the musician, but I'm also Wyatt Flores, you know, cattle rancher, guy, you know, just a dude.
Just a dude.
Just a normal ass dude. Honestly, below average dude. And through that, I did have to come to terms with a lot of things that go on in my head of telling myself I'm not good enough, and I still struggle with it today. It's not like I figured it out. If I figured it out, I would have wrote a book on it already.
Look out for that in the future.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I had to sit down and have some conversations with myself, and that's like some of the songs that are on the new album. There's one that's called "Way I Do," and it's actually talking to my younger self. Beautiful. And just being like, if you loved you the way I do, because if it wasn't for the younger me and the struggles that I had to go through, then I wouldn't be here right now. So I've really had to give myself a lot of grace and really start to love myself again and love who I am and understand that I'm different than most people. And that's a struggle in itself to have that conversation. I'm very good at being vulnerable with other people, but I think the biggest thing that I've struggled with is being vulnerable with myself.
Yeah.
And that sounds a little, I don't know, kind of sounds a little trippy when you say it, but
right, it's like self-ception. Like
oh
there's
God,
layers.
yeah, and trying to be nice to yourself. I'm not good at, and
It's hard.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm my own worst critic, of course.
Yeah.
So if anyone tries to come at me in the comments, trust me, I can do it way better than you can. But yeah,
you're trying to bully me way ahead of you.
Yeah, I got this shit in the bag. But yeah, that was definitely a time in my life where I had to start learning to love myself again, and it's taken so much time. It's not like I figured it out in that time. It was just I took the time to grab the tools that I needed to keep on working on it. And so now I'm got a better headspace than I ever have before.
Yeah.
And I'm not as hard on myself, and I'm more graceful with, you know, the fails that I have. And I fail all the time. And through that, I'm a better human because I love myself. And if I love myself, then that means that I can give love to others.
100%.
And at the time in my life, I didn't love myself, and I just kept pouring out to people, and I never took care of myself.
Yeah, and learning to take care of yourself, like, because like you said earlier, like, you're Wyatt Flores, but you're also just a guy, and there is no the musician Wyatt Flores without the guy.
Absolutely.
So
And
you gotta
that's
take care.
I'm still having conversations about that today, and having to remind myself that it all starts right here.
Yeah.
Just me without a guitar or without a mic.
Yeah.
Just me being me.
Do you ever like music being your outlet to like work through some of these like struggles and these vulnerabilities? Are you ever scared to like put those vulnerabilities like out into the world?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely things that I still don't fully know how to express to people. I'm really good about certain things just because I just got good at it, I guess. I don't really know. But then there's other things in my life that folks don't know. You know, there's some things that I still keep to myself that I'm slowly getting better about talking about, and you know, insecurities and everything like that. Everyone's got them, but I'm trying not to hide from them either. So through music, it's always made me heal, I guess, in its own way, because I'm having to be vulnerable in those quiet rooms and
Yeah.
and sit there and think about life
Yeah.
and my life and the way that I feel and the way others feel. And through that, it's made me better at being vulnerable with others. But also, it's not like I got it figured out. So I'm still
You're still working on it.
still keeping some things with just me and working on them.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're still just kids. Like,
I mean, shit, I'm only 24.
yeah, exactly. You got
think-
plenty of time to figure it out.
Yeah, shit, they still won't let me rent a car, so yeah, it's
crazy?
fine. I know, it doesn't make any sense.
I can tour Australia, but I can't rent a car.
Yeah, that doesn't. I can go to jail, prison, but
Yep.
I can't rent a car.
It's a bit. I don't really get how they got
Neither
there.
do I. The biggest one is I can go fight wars.
Right, but no rental car. That's too much.
No.
That's ridiculous.
Who do you think you are?
Are these discussions of and like meditations on mental health going to come up as themes in the newer album?
Absolutely. This next album is definitely a heartbreak album, which I'm very excited about. I haven't done a lot of these songs kind of came back to these themes in a really long time. But
Yeah.
if I had to say it, it would be like what Losing Sleep.
Yeah.
Losing Sleep was definitely. Now, at the time, I didn't have the tools that I have now, so the music is definitely, the sonic sound is insane in my opinion. I'm so excited because I'm so in love with like the pop punk era in the early 2000s, and of course, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but All American Rejects were also from the same town as me.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's so much fun.
same high school and everything.
Are you kidding?
So I grew up listening to them all my
Yeah.
life, and a whole bunch of other bands. And so it really is a heartbreak album, but I didn't want fans to think that they had just lost me, if that makes sense. So, of course, there's a song called Tulsa and Eleanor that talks about, you know, of course, addiction and things like that. And then I have another song that's called Sleepless Lullaby that we just posted for the first time this week, which is kind of referencing towards, you know, my grandfather and just kind of the things that the mental health problems that I go through. I have trouble sleeping at night because after a show, what else am I supposed to do? And it's that anxiety that builds up with everything. And then the one that I love the most is Way I Do, though, because it is dark, but at the same time, it gives so much light. Because my drummer came up to me after one of the shows, and then he had to do it a couple times. But my drummer said one of the sweetest things anyone's ever said to me. And he goes, I wish you'd quit beating yourself up because you're hurting somebody that I love.
Oh, I'm gonna cry a little bit.
Yeah, that one fucked me up hard.
Wow.
I was like, oh God, Jake.
Ouch.
Yeah, and after he said that, that's how the song Way I Do came about.
Awesome.
I wish you loved you the way I do.
I'm so excited to hear it.
I'm very excited. I wish I could show y'all some new stuff, but I'm still waiting on these songs to show up.
I don't even have them.
They're in the mixing gods right now.
Right,
so
right.
once they're done with that, they'll send them over, and hopefully we'll get this thing on the back on the rails and keep on going.
I'm so excited. And even this morning, you officially posted about your collab with Waylon Wyatt.
I honestly did not know it was coming out next Friday until yesterday.
Incredible.
I knew that we were fixing to do it. I texted Waylon and I was like, hey, man, send this thing on out. And then I didn't know when it was coming out. So, yeah, super excited about that. We've wrote a handful of songs together. But while I was writing this album, he came in and we sat down and we wrote this song, and I'm super excited. I had no idea when I first met him that his first ever concert was my first time ever playing Kane's Ballroom.
Are you kidding? That's incredible.
It's kind of insane.
That's full circle.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? Your first concert was me?
How old are you?
You're opening up my show right now.
That's so incredible. And I met him once very briefly. He's so sweet.
Oh, absolutely.
What a gem of a
Sweetest
guy.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really cool.
All day long.
He was here in earlier, I think it was like actually at the end of last year for a
No,
music
he
festival.
texted me while he was here. I'm trying to remember. That was a couple months ago, I think. Cause
Yeah.
he also FaceTimed me at Jolenes.
I was on that FaceTime.
I was highly confused because I was like, wait, that's Simon.
Yeah. And
What are
Trio
you doing?
Revival.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell is happening right now?
Truly
And
a fever
of course,
dream.
the time difference, too. I think it was in the morning, and I was like, why is he FaceTiming me at 8 right now? Yeah.
What could he
Well,
possibly
it was,
be doing?
turns out it was that. And oh my God, yeah, he surprised the hell out of me. That freaked me out early in the morning.
Wake up.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we got him back last night. We FaceTimed him.
Did you?
And he was just waking up, and we're like, hey, get your ass out of bed.
Get up, get up.
Oh, absolutely. Even though I was struggling this morning, I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, my alarm went off and I was like,
Oh, it's been a while since I've had a late night.
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when you're on tour, you gotta it's very scheduled.
They keep it pretty scheduled, but of course, I like to torment my managers and be like, hey, let's do something else.
Does the audience have any comment? They're nodding.
Yes, can confirm.
Can confirm.
One's sunburned, the other one's fixing to fall asleep.
Oh my goodness. Hey, I appreciate you guys being here. I really do.
It's incredible.
Absolute troopers. What was it like writing and recording this song with Waylon?
Oh, man. He was actually super tired. Which is kind of funny that we're speaking of being tired. Yeah, he was actually tired that day that he came in. I think he had a late night because I thought it was hilarious. We wrote the song and we were like, hell yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And I stepped into the ISO booth and I sang so many parts, and then by the time that I was pretty much getting towards the end, I asked him for his opinion on something, and Gion's sitting in there and he hits the little thing and he goes, hey, Wyatt, Waylon's asleep. And I was like, are you serious?
He's right now.
Oh, I thought it was the funniest shit in the world. But no, we've wrote quite a few songs together. But that one was a whole lot of fun because I could see it in his eyes that he really enjoyed it. And also the guitar solo in that. It was funnier than hell watching him just start dancing in the studio.
Oh, love it.
I lost it.
Yeah,
man.
he's a little goofball kind
Oh,
of.
no, he's goofy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, if y'all didn't figure that out by now, Waylon Wyatt is goofier and shit, and I love it.
And you know what's so fun is that, like your discography, the one song that stands out because it's so goofy is Wildcat.
Yeah, that one, I wrote it as a joke. Well, it's a true story. It is a true story. I was the mascot. I don't think y'all have mascots here, do you?
Not to the same degree, certainly not.
So basically, if you don't know what a mascot is, it's basically a giant suit that someone wears. Mine was the Wildcat. When I joked about it. I joke a lot about a lot of things, and then somehow I get wrapped into something. So
You have to commit to the bit.
Oh, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, I made too many jokes to my English teacher that if the position ever came up to be the mascot, that I'd do it. And Jaden, who was the mascot, ended up having to get like a nose surgery because he broke it. So he couldn't be the mascot.
No.
And she came up to me and she's like, you're the mascot. And I was like,
I'm the what now?
oh, wait, why? And who?
What
What?
happened to Jaden?
Yeah, this isn't right. And then I ended up doing it for like 2 years.
2 years.
And it was so much fun because I played football, but I was getting yelled at for someone else's mistake. And I was like, I get it, we're a team.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm not even playing the play right now.
I'm like quite literally not even on the field.
Yeah, I'm the bench warmer right now. I get it, you want me to condition, but that guy missed the catch, not me. And
don't yell at me.
Yeah, that was way more fun. So Wildcat, I thought it was hilarious. I just thought it was a funny song. And now when we play it, the crowd goes crazy.
Love it.
It's a fan favorite, and I never expected it to, because I never expected anyone to give a shit about me being the mascot. And for some reason, they jump around like I don't even know. It's insane.
Dude, it is definitely a jumping song. When I'm like cleaning the house, I put my headphones on and I'm doing this there's like this one dance move I feel so compelled to do. It's so weird. I'm in my living room. I'm just doing this. Do you want to see?
Yeah, you got to show us now.
It's really ridiculous. Okay, you got to sing the chorus.
Because I was 6'5" and soft. No.
It's this one.
Holy shit.
I'm in my living room and that's the dance I do. I love that song.
That's incredible. I mean, shit, now I'm going to have to try it on stage.
Can you please?
I'll have to. I don't know if it'll look anything like what you did.
Let's hope not.
Well, no, I'm a terrible dancer, so it's probably going to come off terrible, but that's fucking hilarious.
No, can you imagine it? Like
I definitely can, just
Yeah.
with a broom going on and a mop.
I dropped the room. It's really serious.
Oh, serious song. It's a very serious
It's probably
moment.
your most serious song.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, I used to tell fans that before
Really?
before it came out. I would introduce the song as, "This is the most serious song. If y'all brought tissues, this is the time to get them out. It's a very intimate song. This is about me getting bullied in high school." I'd make up some lie and then just rip right into I was the biggest pussy on the field. And before the song came out was the best time ever, because they would be like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Because you don't speak like that even a little bit in your other songs. Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And that's the only one where I was like, "Man, screw it. Let's throw something
Yeah.
goofy as hell out there."
Yeah.
And now it's their favorite.
And now it's their favorite, easily.
They
Do
jump
you have
like crazy.
a favorite song that you've ever, the writing process was just so fun to do?
Oh, man. There has been fun songs, but for the most part, I think I get too serious about writing. So I guess Holes was like my favorite, just because of where I was.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're going back to sad and depressing.
No, please, it's okay.
Yeah, I was sitting there in Nashville, and at the time, there was this whole deal that someone was trying to create where there's a whole house full of artists. Well, at the time, they didn't know what to do with me, because I was
Okay.
like a folk singer, red dirt, everything like that.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do with me. I'm sitting in the room with a shit ton of pop writers, and it was not adding up at all. I mean, these people didn't know how to write with me. They were like, "Okay, let's write something for you," and it was
I guess.
dog shit. I'm sorry, it
Crap.
was dog shit, and so I ended up I had something that they wanted me to do, and it was something that I did not want to do, not one bit.
Yeah.
And so I went upstairs and I locked the door, and then I started writing the song Holes. Because at the time I was like, what the hell am I doing here?
Yeah.
I have no money. I've quit everything. I'm trying to make money down in Florida. So at the time I was traveling from Oklahoma, Florida, and Nashville, and I'm trying to make this dream come to life. And I'm like, I'm so screwed. This is never going to work out. And that's how the entire song of Holes came to be, was just feeling so lost. And all I did was literally look out the window and see grass coming up out of the concrete.
Really?
And that's how it started.
I love that so much.
And now it's also a fan favorite where people just start singing along. And I never thought that they would latch on to something that's so personal.
Certainly. So was it like a quick process, this particular song?
No, it took about 4 hours.
Far out, yeah. Long time.
And well, I had more time than that. That was just the time that I had, and I got most of the bones of the song, and then came back into it for like another 3, I think, the next day to try and figure the rest out and get it down.
Yeah.
But it turned out being one of the most beautiful songs I've ever written.
Wow.
And then there's
yeah.
other times where it's like Wildcat, where it takes an hour. And then,
Yeah.
well, there it is.
There it is. Yeah, print it. Ready to go. You lived in Nashville for like 2 years before you ever made a paycheck, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, it was more like 3. It was, yeah, the first thing I ever did when I got a decent paycheck was buy a TV.
Nice. Yeah.
And I was like, well, at the time I was living with Braden. He's falling asleep over there still. And I was like, "Don't worry, Brad. I got us a TV." And then,
Don't worry, I'm here to
yeah,
save
don't
you.
worry, we're fine now. We have a TV.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Because I used to just watch TV on my iPad. But yeah, that was like the first nice thing that I bought for myself. There's also a drunken conversation when we were living together. It was me, Braden, and Austin. We were all sharing a room in Nashville. So we were all on air mattresses and, you know, a room like this
Yeah.
with 3 air mattresses, guitars everywhere. It was a mess. But one drunken night on that little tiny apartment, I looked at Braden and I was like, one day I'm going to buy you a mattress. And it was it was like 5 a.m. I was probably stumbling every word that was coming out of my mouth. And I was like, well, it's going to happen one day, buddy.
I swear, I've got you.
And sure as shit.
You bought him a mattress.
And I actually had to sleep on that mattress not too long ago. It's a comfy ass mattress.
You don't want to cheap out on the mattress.
Hell no. I bought him a nice one. And that was like I don't know. That was like breaking the bottle on the ship of being like, hey, we're doing it.
Yeah.
We're finally fucking doing it. But yeah, I didn't make shit for the longest time, which I was pissed about because I was farming and ranching. And of course, it doesn't make great money, but you do that money with all the gigs that I was doing on the weekend. I was making a pretty good living.
Yeah.
And plus, I was comparing myself to all the college kids that had college debt and they were spending money like no other. So I was like, I'm doing great.
Yeah, I'm in hog heaven. This is
And
awesome.
then they're like, we need you to move to Nashville and start writing songs and quit playing shows, which thankfully I'm rebellious and I kept playing shows. And that's what kind of kept us afloat on the touring side until we finally got our feet underneath us and things took off.
Excellent. Do you have a favorite venue to play in Nashville?
I'd have to say the Basement East. That's definitely the OG Basement has been one of our favorites, and every year we do a pop-up show there randomly. Usually while we're doing rehearsals and we're working up new songs, we always go out there. You can only fit like 100 people in there.
Wow, yeah.
And it's a tiny little stage. It's always fun. And then afterwards, it's first come, first served too. So there's always a giant line that goes out to the highway, and then afterwards, I tell them that we're going to go do the encore out in the back of the truck bed. And
How fun.
we've done that 2 years in a row now. We're fixing to do it a third. Of course, Ryman.
Of course.
I've been lucky enough to play that 4 times now.
Wow.
And that is insane.
Yeah.
To sit inside that room and get to stand on that stage. It was still one of the best shows that we've ever played. But definitely the OG Basement. I don't know what it is about that place, but I remember my first time playing there, and I had seen so many Tyler Childers videos of him playing there, and I was like, holy shit, we've made it, boys.
We've made it.
And
We've done it.
so it's always great to come back there and do it again.
You know, I don't think I've ever actually been to the OG Basement. I have been to, was at your Whiskey Jam in November in
Hell
Nashville.
yeah, at
I was there.
the
rooftop.
Country Central takeover too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, that was a whole lot of fun. Evan coming out and doing the backflip.
Oh my goodness, it was so awesome.
Yeah, every single time he does it, I look at him after the show and I'm like, show off.
Jerk.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
I loved, especially seeing Sober Sundays with the, is it
Castellos.
Castellos or Costellos? Because I get different answers from
I
different people.
fuck this up every single time.
Right.
They hate me for it. Castellos. Yeah.
Castellos.
It's always like below is the way they told me.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Cast below.
Yes. Okay, that's good. We've confirmed it officially, James.
That's the way they taught me.
I love it.
I fucked it up, and they never let me forget about it.
Hey. No, because I always said Castellos. I was like, that's how it reads, but
I got it wrong for the longest time, too. Don't worry.
don't worry about
But
it.
yeah, no, they came out and sang Sober Sundays, which that song is still just, it's one of my favorites. It has some of my favorite lines that I've ever gotten to write, and gosh dang, it's a beautiful song.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're phenomenal singers. Like, and you guys together, so cool.
They're insane, insanely talented, and people don't give them enough credit for how talented they are.
Yeah, certainly. Do you have any other like dream collabs in the future? I feel like Noah Khan is one you've mentioned before.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, but who wouldn't want to collab with Noah? Gosh
Right?
dang. He writes some of the best music today, in my opinion. Noah Khan would definitely be one. Also, Los Lonely Boys.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all have ever heard of their stuff, but I was raised on their stuff for all my life. So I've always wanted to do a collab with them, or at least just get the chance to meet them. And then Sturgill Simpson is one of the greatest influences I've ever had. And of course, I'm hoping I can speak this into existence. Turnpike Troubadours. I want to do a collab with them so badly.
You know what I was listening to on the way here? Diamonds and Gasoline.
It'll get you.
It'll get you.
Every time.
When you first heard that album, that's kind of when you were like, the switch clicked.
At first I just liked music, and like everyone does, but for some reason that Diamonds and Gasoline album, when I was like 13 years old, my sister showed it to me. And I remember I was at OYE, which is a stock show. It's the biggest show that we have there in Oklahoma. And we used to bring our camper down for the stock show. So I remember being a kid inside of a little bunk bed in that camper. And I remember the rain was coming down, and I was just sitting there listening to that album. And the lyricism, I'd never heard anything like it. And that's when it changed.
Yeah.
That's when I started focusing on lyrics, and I started viewing music differently, and it just got me super curious, and then that's what led me to want to start singing. Really, I didn't ever plan on writing my own music either.
Wow.
That was not part. I was just like, man, I just really like farming and ranching, and I like playing shows on the weekends, and then someone was like, you need to write your own music, and then I wrote Traveling Kid in like 30 minutes inside of my barn.
Yeah.
And then that's where it took off.
And then here we are today.
Yeah, then here we are today. Yeah.
Dominoes, the most beautiful dominoes in the world.
I still can't believe it.
We're just so ecstatic to have you here.
Well, thank you guys for having me.
Well, I would love to know a little bit about what your 2026 is going to look like.
Well, I can't give you all the details. Of course, I hate to be a fun hater, but there's fun haters that are telling me that I can't say things. So here's what I can tell you.
All right.
Drive All Night Tour. We got that coming up. It's going to be an absolute blast. This summer is filled with a whole bunch of festivals that I'm super excited for. I'm also, I don't know how this happened. I still don't know. Somehow, God was looking out for me. I'm getting to open up for George Strait, which is insane, and Cody Johnson. Don't know how they asked me to play that. Forever grateful. Yeah. Also, Stagecoach. Awesome. Stagecoach, I got a couple tricks up my sleeve for that show. Very excited for a lot of new things that we're building out. And of course, I do have an album coming. I wish I could tell y'all when that's coming. However, sadly, I don't even have the songs on my phone.
Songs are not
there. I can't even. I have recorded it. I've done my part. It's in the mixing gods. Yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. Other than that, we're just excited that we're here right now and starting the year off strong here in Australia. So couldn't be happier, and got a lot of new stuff coming.
I have no words for how excited I am. It's going to be incredible.
It's going to be awesome.
Well, something I love to ask every guest before they go is like, what are your top, like, couple of songs that you're listening to at the moment? And you can check as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is always fun. Oh, I've been listening to Dublin Blues, the cover that Nolene Hoffman did. Ooh. Do you know who Nolene Hoffman is?
I know of. I'm really unfamiliar with the discography.
When I leave, please promise me that y'all will sit down and listen. No, you have to.
I have to.
She's one of my favorite openers we've ever had. And yes, I hope to do a collab with Nolene. Cool. She's absolutely incredible. For some reason, I just found the song by Leon Thomas, Mutt, which I don't know why, but now I'm addicted to that song. I've also been listening to Maine by Noah Kahn, and then Shark Attack, Joshua Sloan. Yeah. Am I saying that right? Yeah. Also, here's another great song. It's called Lonesome and Mad.
By?
Under the Rug.
Okay.
It's fucking incredible.
I love it. I'll have to listen.
Song. And then the last one that I'll give for you, that's more of the punk pop stuff. Or punk pop. Jesus, I'm not speaking anymore. It's called Dole by Microwave.
By Microwave.
It sounds crazy. I think it came out in like 2016. I randomly found it and have been addicted to that song since.
Awesome.
So give those a listen.
That's a great
what I'm
selection.
listening to.
Beautiful.
And a whole lot of Lil Wayne.
I love Lil Wayne.
Oh.
I love Lil Wayne.
Too good.
What's your favorite song by him?
That's hard. I've been listening to which Carter album? I don't know. President Carter gets me every time. I don't know why. That one's more mid-tempo and laid back, but he's got some good shit in there.
He's fun. He's just fun.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, hey, Wyatt, thank you so much for coming all the way out here. Like
Thanks
I
for
said,
having me.
yeah, of course. And like I said earlier, I have so much appreciation for the art you do and the work you do to be here. So I'm really grateful to have had this time with you.
Well, I'm very grateful that we've gotten to sit down and have this conversation. This has been one of the best interviews I've had.
Are you kidding me?
Hell yeah.
Catch that. Got that?
You
Awesome.
got it.
Good.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime. All right. Bye.
See y'all.